How's it going, guys? This is Lauren from Etheric Tide, back again for a weekly pick a card. Just to give you some heads up on some of the energies that you'll be dealing with for this week. Keep in mind that the readings are general in nature and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. To choose your card, take a breath, feel into it. Maybe you're attracted to the rose quartz, clear quartz, or the aventurine. You might be attracted to 1, 2, or 3, or all 3. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel intuitively. So I'll give you a moment. All right, let's crack into it. Okie dokie. What have we got with number 1? Ooh, we're starting off big, aren't we? The Devil. Now, I personally love the Devil. I was even speaking to someone today about why we think the Devil is such an amazing card. This card represents the Capricorn in the astrological signs, and depending on how you look at it, it could be dark, it could be light, but in the end, it's all good. This is reminding us about maybe some of the toxic behaviors or inner demons, so to speak, that we are attached to. Now, this could be when it comes to relationships, and it doesn't have to be relationships with a significant other. It could be with your parents, your family members, and your friends. Sometimes we can be addicted to acting a certain way or viewing ourselves in a certain way. They wanted me to bring up the idea of sometimes, and especially since we've got the rose quartz there talking about self-love and relationships, sometimes we can get addicted to a way of seeing ourselves within a relationship. So addicted to the idea of being the victim or the martyr, or somehow or somebody who always inflicts disappointment or shame within the other person. Now, what this card has come up to remind you is that people in your awareness or in your space this week are going to be reflecting back at you exactly what addictive or toxic behavior patterns you have activated in your vibration. Now, it's not to mean that these things are something to be ashamed of, because I feel like if we start having a look at some of the parts of ourselves that need to be worked on and then we are shameful about it, we actually continue that shame cycle that something's wrong with me, I'm ashamed of it, something's wrong with me, I'm ashamed of it. We keep it active in our vibration. So let's have a look. I'm particularly attracted to the fire there. So for some of you, you might find that you will activate within the other person one of their triggers in order to create a fight. So a lot of us can be guilty of doing this type of thing, where we aren't happy with the situation that we're in. We're not happy with what the other person is doing within that relationship. We wish that they would behave in a different way. But as we all know, when it comes to manifesting, we cannot force the other person to act a certain way, and we certainly can't depend on another person to be or act or say a specific thing in order to make us happy. So what can we do? We can have a look within ourselves and thank the person for showing us what is active in our vibrations. So if somebody is yelling at us or displaying anger, what they're actually doing is telling us what we're attracting. Therefore, that is really active in our own vibration. So in order to be not reactive in those situations when somebody is doing something we don't really like, and we really wish they would change, we really wish that they could present us with a better vibration, what we can do is change our own vibration. Because as we know, with attraction, we attract what our attraction point is. So if somebody is showing us anger, therefore we have anger within ourselves that we need to work out. And once you work it out, then that person's going to present you with an alternative to anger. So isn't that amazing that we can control what's within our own vibration, and it actually makes a difference to the people around us? without having to force anything upon anybody, and not to even need to ask that person to change a part of themselves. They naturally do it themselves. And on top of that, if you start to vibrate differently to someone, then it naturally sorts itself out. Either that person will step away from us naturally, or they'll present us with a better vibration. I hope that has helped you guys, for anybody who has chosen the first one. All right. This is for people who chose the clear quartz. Oh, wonderful. Page of Cups. Man, somebody's offering something that just isn't good enough this week, and I think you know it. Because look, Page of Cups has a fish in a cup. And you kind of looking for a chalice that's filled with incredibly filtered, delicious, cool, icy water. Whatever that looks, smells, feels like for you, whatever's a really tasty drink, this person is just giving you a smelly fish instead. So it is very interesting when we come into a situation where we're asking the universe for a person who's, and like this can be in relationships, this also can be within workspace as well. I think that this is going to manifest in different ways for different people. I don't think, whereas the last card I think was probably very much about relationships, this one I think is actually in a lot of different ways. I feel like every aspect of your life, you could be feeling like, you know what, I think what is being offered actually isn't good enough anymore, and I actually am striving for something better. Now again, we always get what we deserve because we vibrate at a certain frequency, and whatever we're vibrating at, that's what we get back from the universe. It shows us in a space. So when we do get offered something that we feel isn't in alignment with what we think we should deserve, then obviously there's something within us that isn't vibrating at the right frequency in order to receive it. So again, that doesn't mean that you need to take what is being offered. If somebody's offered you a job and you're like, you know what, that doesn't suit me, that doesn't fit me, what it is asking you to do is go, well, if this is what's being offered to me, then what is it within me that was attracting that? So if you're wanting something more or different, perhaps you need to have like a little bit of a stock take of your own energy. I'm like, okay, so where within me, what am I putting out to other people? What am I showing other people that makes them think that they could offer me that and that's okay to do so, that I'm deserving of this fish in a cup? What about me smells fishy, basically? So this week, your homework is to look at the places where people are offering you a fish in the cup, and then you got to go hunting for where you smell fishy, if that makes sense to you. So Spirit's just making me aware of whoever's chosen this one, because I mean we've got the clear quartz there and that's all about clarity. So clarity in particular is going to be important for you. There's maybe a lot of you that are overthinking quite a bit, and they're just making a suggestion that you guys would benefit a lot from a chakra clearing. So you can do these in lots of ways. You can do them yourself. You can also go to a psychic or a healer and get it done professionally. But yeah, you can just do this by doing your own meditation, going to YouTube, whacking on a chakra clearing meditation, and go through each of your chakras and just set the intention that you'd like to give them a bit of a clean out. That's what I feel like it. I think this week is going to be a bit of some spiritual spring cleaning for you guys. All right, let's go for our number 3. This is for the Aventurine. What have we got here? Oh, lovely. You know what? These have all been great cards. I think it's going to be a great week for everybody. So we got the Fool, the very first card, mixed with the Aventurine. So I think that it's time to follow one's heart. I think that you've probably put your own motivations and love to the wayside for other people for far too long, and it's time to create your own physical growth. I think that you have been investing far too much energy into other people and nowhere near comparatively to yourself. And that needs to stop. I can get there's probably like a little bit of frustration left over there that you're like, well, you know what? I'm done with giving to other people and not having any payoff. And you know what? That's because like all of that energy and good work has not been channeled directly into yourself. And what the real trick is that the more, and I mean, you've heard this before, the more we inject energy within to ourselves, the brighter we burn, the more energy we have. It actually helps more people in the long run. So where in your life are you giving more than you're receiving? What relationships? I'm even saying that you're putting more energy into some physical items or actions than you are to yourself. There's this really great way of looking at it that sometimes we actually don't need to take action in order to gain results. We don't have to have that view on our life that life is hard, life is effort. It should literally be like this photo. It should literally be like carefree and stepping off a ledge and just knowing that universe is going to catch us, because we know that it's done. We know that once we align ourselves with what we energetically want to bring in, we've energetically created it. It just hasn't physically manifested in the same way as the fool that's just about to drop off the ledge. Now, the dog in this is kind of like, hey, dude, like, there's a ledge there. You can't jump off. You're going to, like, fall and you're going to hurt yourself, or maybe you'll die. And the fool, he don't care. You know why? Because he's like, nope. I know the universe is going to catch me. You know why? Because I've energetically aligned to what I'm about to do. I am totally and utterly trusting and willing because I know that energetically and mentally I've lined myself up with it. So I have zero fear associated with this, because as soon as I step off this ledge, there's going to be the thing that I've tried to manifest. It's going to physically materialize. It's just right now you can't see it. You can't see it, but I can feel it. So I think there's, a little mixture of you guys having a look at where am I directing my focus and my energy? And is this focus and energy on other people and things and places and jobs and distractions? And distractions come in many forms. Distractions come with mindless scrolling. Distractions can come with busy work. Distractions can come with, I can't do this because of this. I have this thing that's in my way and I have to do it, and therefore I cannot do these other things. I can't do it because I need to look after this person, or my attention is far too focused on my partner, friend, family, children, whatever it may be. Now, I'm not saying completely like abandon all of your responsibilities. Like, I think you get what I'm saying here. I think it's more along those lines of it's time to let go of focusing on things that are not actually nurturing you specifically. Bring your attention back onto yourself and start shifting your vibration versus trying to make your vibration or your physical environment change. Because trust me, once your inner world shifts, your outer world will reflect it. there's not actually action required first, the shift in vibration will naturally create easy action within you, and the things and people around you will also take action, and it's going to feel very easy. Well, thank you so much for those who chose number 3. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to www.etherictide.com and just look at the details down below. And like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you got from this. And thank you. Have a nice week. Bye.